Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, August 23. The Agriculture Ministry is moving swiftly to assist approximately 47 farmers who were affected by fire in Flagaman, St. Elizabeth last Friday. The ministry will be providing topsoil, grass, seeds, fertilizer, and sprays. Minister without portfolio in the Agriculture Ministry, J.C. Hutchinson, made the announcement after touring the affected areas. He has also pledged a donation of $500,000 initially provided to support drought mitigation efforts in his St. Elizabeth Northwestern constituency. The money will now go to the farmers of Flagaman in St. Elizabeth as part of the recovery effort. Minister Hutchinson explains that the northern section of the parish, including his constituency, was receiving more rainfall than the southern belt and was therefore in a position to donate the funds, which came from the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation's Drought Mitigation Program. The massive fire started on the Friday morning of August 16, impacting approximately 200 acres of land. It spread to several sections of the farming belt, destroying crops such as melon and cantaloupe, as well as farming equipment. Preliminary losses are estimated at $45 million. The regulations to support the rollout of the Tourism Workers' Pension Bill is to be completed by January. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says work on the draft is far advanced and should be tabled in Parliament soon.
I'm committing to have that ready in time for the next sessions of Parliament, so that come September, the regulations should be ready to go to Parliament sometime during that month.
Minister Bartlett says once the regulations have been accepted, the next step is to appoint a board of trustees to the pension scheme. Following this will be the procurement of a fund manager and fund administrator to manage the operations of the scheme.
We need to ensure it is very well managed and that we get the best returns possible, so the scheme will be viable and will grow over time.
The permanent secretary and the minister were speaking at a recent JIS think tank. Meanwhile, the ministry is reporting that tremendous interest is being generated among members of the sector from its public education campaign on the Tourism Workers' Pension Fund. Permanent Secretary Jennifer Griffith says in addition to media adverts and town hall meetings, the campaign is facilitating one-on-one consultations with all tourism subsectors.
So far, we have been getting very good attendance, very good questions, great interest. And we are heartened that what we're doing is something that is very desirable and needed in the sector. And so we'll continue with our public awareness campaign.
Minister Edmund Bartlett says a coordinator will soon be appointed to the pension fund to undertake the sensitization process.
That will be responsible now for going out there, doing the legwork across the island to ensure that people understand, but most importantly, that they sign up. Because we want full participation immediately as the scheme is established.
The Tourism Workers' Pension Act was passed in Parliament in June and seeks to establish a defined contribution pension scheme for over 300,000 hospitality industry workers. The National Water Commission, NWC, has begun a customer census mapping project in St. Anne. It involves a door-to-door survey and GPS mapping of existing and potential NWC customers. The project is expected to improve the Commission's water and wastewater services while increasing the agency's responsiveness to current and future customers. Project activities will be done from Mondays to Fridays between 6:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. and on Saturdays and Sundays between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. In Phase 1 of the project, activities will be targeted at communities including Miami Bay Estate, Steartown Housing Scheme, Chalky Hill, and Malvern Park Pen Housing Scheme. Residents of Davistown, Lidford, Steartown, Golden Grove, Black Stonehenge, and Monigue will also be reached. Already, the NWC Customer Census Mapping Project has been completed in the parishes of Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and Manchester. And finally, over 1,500 children across the island benefited from a program of activities put on by the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF this summer. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says the summer camps are part of a broader program to build peace and good relationships between citizens and the police. He was speaking at the recent closing ceremony for one of the camps held at the Salt Spring Primary School in St. James. Over 100 children benefited from that 4-week camp, which focused on character building and personal development.
We as the JCF, really appreciate, as the police, the sort of commitment that the community has made to peace and building the relationship that we have over the past few months tried to build in Salt Spring.
Major General Anderson says the relationship building process will continue over the long term and replicated in other communities and parishes.
In September, we'll be sending some 24 school resource officers into various schools to develop and build that relationship between the police and schools, some 30 schools in St. James. We will expand both our breakfast program and our homework program in conjunction with those partners and new partners who want to get involved.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.